On May 22nd, we got up at 5:30 in the morning to start prepping for a 6:30 departure. We had a really good forecast for the day, but they were expecting some possible storms later that afternoon, so we decided to start early and make the most of our weather window. It was a beautiful sunrise, but of course there is that old adage, red skies at morning, sailor take warning. But still, nothing was showing up on our radar, and like I said, everything in the forecast said it was a go. So we got ready, Ray got showered, I did what I could to prep the boat, and we said goodbye to small world under a rainbow as we made our way out of Goose Pond Colony Marina. And as soon as we were out of that cozy little channel at Goose Pond, the wind really picked up, and I mean significantly. We had between 20 and 25 knots blowing consistently just off of our starboard bow, and it made for a pretty interesting start to the day. Still nothing showing up on radar, but there was obviously some kind of little system that was moving through that morning. It was definitely more significant than the 3 to 9 knots that had been predicted. And things were going okay until we heard a really crazy sound. We took a gust of about 30 knots and I heard a noise from our bimini, and we realized that our solar panels were actually peeling up off the bimini. So I had to helm for a few minutes after I put the camera down, and Ray had to go up and resecure our solar panels. It was a little bit sketchy for a minute, but lucky for us, you can see there in the background there's the clear skies. It was a pretty short-lived system, and it was only about 5 to 7 minutes before we had motored beyond it and got back to regular wind. The birds were absolutely enjoying it, though. We were being followed by all kinds of ospreys. It was beautiful, but definitely not what we had expected. Still, being able to see the blue skies on the horizon made it tolerable. After having our diesel engine looked at and given the thumbs up, and after everything else that we had been through up to this point, I think that we were starting to feel more confident in our own skills and abilities in decision making. So it was also really nice when we saw that our decision making paid off. Like I said, it was only about 7 minutes and we motored through, and then we were back to what was actually projected for the day, which was clear blue skies and winds between 3 and 9 knots. We had a really, really good trip downriver toward Guntersville. The scenery continued to just be stunning, and the sun eventually came out fully. It was just a lovely day to be on the water. But I think the biggest payoff of all was that we had gotten an early start, so we were coming into Guntersville before lunchtime on the Thursday before Memorial Day weekend. And we knew that this place would probably be a little busy for Memorial Day, but we had no idea what kind of a cool little spot we were coming into. Guntersville City Harbor is actually city-owned. The city of Guntersville bought up the property when it was available and developed this whole area, and it's probably the coolest free dock I've ever seen in my life. It's so great that even Christopher Columbus's crew decides to stay there. The Nina and Pinta were located just across from us, and we came in smooth as silk to the dock. Something we could all be proud of, even Ethan, who helped us get the boat to the dock. You'll see here our process for docking is for Ray to pull up alongside, and then I hop off and get the boat secured to the dock. And we did such a great job on this. We were so proud of ourselves. But honestly, we probably started congratulating ourselves just a little too soon, because after we got the boat really snug and secured in, we started to look around and realized something was missing. While Ray helped Ethan set up the spring line, I did a once-over on the docks and on the boat. And while I was really busy looking at all of the eelgrass and yuck that had accumulated, on the foot of the outboard as we were going through the water. Ray quickly noticed that part of our grill was missing.
Furious man.
I'm very sorry. Good trip. A literally flawless docking. We should have just taken it off. Typically, we do remove the grill when we get on the water, but Ray had plans of cooking the meal that we didn't cook the night before as soon as we got into Guntersville. And since we had planned for a very easy ride down, we thought it would all be fine. But as near as we can figure, the piece must have bounced itself loose when we hit that really rough weather at the beginning of our trip. Oh well, I mean, it was hard not to be happy with how things were and where we were now. So we made it to City Harbor in Guntersville. And check out our neighbors. It's the Nina and Pinta. The setup at Guntersville City Harbor was amazing. The docks were in immaculate condition. There was still lots of green space, lots of seating areas. There were, I believe, 3 restaurants. One, Levi's on the Lake, was just kind of a bar down at the end. That's close to where we're walking around right now. But there was also Big Mike's. Nash's, I believe, was down by the big silos at the front of the City Harbor. And there was another Broken Egg, a breakfast and brunch restaurant there as well. So lots of those, a cute little shop for home goods type stuff. And there are also short-term rental condos available. So this is the kind of place where you could come and not only have a place to keep your boat, but maybe even a place to meet up with family and friends that want to come and see you. And the best part of all, it's 100% free. Of course, there's no power or water on the docks, but it doesn't cost you a dime to stay. So while we had planned to stay only one night, we actually ended up staying here several, partly because we met up with Bob and Renee again, which we ended up doing on several occasions over the course of the next few days, but also partly because there was just so much to see. There was good Wi-Fi, and we could take in the sights. Again, that's kind of the point of this adventure to some degree. So we hung around for a few extra days and played tourist. We got to tour the Nina and Pinta, which was super fun. We spent time walking around the city, which was really impressive as well. Guntersville did a great job of planning for green spaces and conserving those areas, as well as keeping the downtown the quaint, beautiful, historic place that it was. We visited some shops recommended to us by Paul and Lauren, and just generally had a good time spending time as a family and enjoying ourselves. And these are the moments that I love. No matter how many grill parts we lose or how rough the weather is, I really enjoy getting to have this time together as a family. Oh, and speaking of lost grill parts, Bob and Renee actually had an exact replica of the grill that we were missing, so no harm, no foul. We were able to replace it without any terrible hardships. So we soaked in the moments, listening to Alabama in Alabama, enjoying the cool evenings and just relaxing a bit. It was really a wonderful time. I gotta say, life is pretty good. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks!